songs, especially ones that live on for 40 years, have the power to move people. Bumaba Ka Sa Bundok was written way back in 1981 and has since become the unofficial anthem for the Tulong Dunong program for scholars. Ateneo Alumni recreated the track ahead of their grand homecoming, which will fund the initiative and other beneficiaries. Songwriter Rodrigo and Tulong Dunong head Doctor Sio Marquez join us tonight on The Final Word. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Art, let's start off with you. Bumaba Ka Sa Bundok was written, 40 years ago? And it won a contest that produced songs like Hindi Kita Malilimutan. And Bumaba is still sung today. What inspired you to write it?
Yeah, thanks, Rico, for having us in your show. There are two things that motivated me in writing Bumaba Ka Sa Bundok, and that's first is Tulong Dunong, the Tulong Dunong experience, and a homily by Father Ben Villote. The homily was titled Sa Paanan ng Bundok. It's basically a challenge to the graduates in Ateneo to not be stuck in the Ateneo worldview and go down the mountain and do good. That was my eureka moment, if you want to call it.
And Doc Sio, Bumaba Ka Sa Bundok has become the unofficial anthem of Tulong Dunong, a program that provides scholarships to deserving public school students. As head of the program, how many scholars are currently enrolled?
Well, right now there are 60 across grade 7 to grade 12, spread out to our partner schools. That's Ateneo High School, Miriam College, and of course, Saints Comarquino.
And Doc, how has the program helped you to reach your dreams?
Well, definitely by providing the opportunity to get a quality education, paved the way for me to slowly reach that dream of becoming a doctor, particularly that I was really inspired by the life of Jose Rizal, and Rizal went to the Ateneo, and the opportunity to study in Ateneo came by, so I suppose that was it.
Doc Sio, Art, let's listen now to an excerpt from this beautiful song. Art, it's a beautiful song that you wrote 40 years ago, and there have been many versions of the song done by your fellow Ateneans online, even a rendition in rap. Why, after 40 years, did you feel that you had to recreate this song?
Well, I've heard many versions through the years of Bumaba, the rap version, many improvisations, and there have been good versions of it, the funny, the unmentionables, I would call it. However, for me, each version of Bumaba is an expression of oneself. The original version, however, is obviously special to me and my classmates. So, Rico, the remake of Bumaba is like a renewal of vows, I will call it, a time of gathering our own life stories and sharing them to others and sharing the good that we've done.
And Doc Sio, the clear message of the song written by Art is about being meant for others, and it still holds true today, and not just for Ateneans during these challenging times, even for Lasallians like myself. It is a song that has stood the test of time, Doc.
Yes, it does. I think that the Tulong Dunong has always been some sort of a legacy of hope, hope that Father James O'Brien wanted to share with public school students back then. And by providing those opportunities to learn and to be able to enrich oneself in terms of not just knowledge but values as well, through the education that we were getting, definitely it allowed us to not just to pursue our dreams, but also to find our place in this society and make a difference as well.
And each and every one of us are indeed trying to make a difference during the challenges with this pandemic. And Art, many of your batchmates based around the world, you are right now joining us from Ontario, will be all one in celebrating the school's grand alumni homecoming this weekend. And I'm sure many of your Atenean friends and classmates will get goosebumps when they hear your song sung by many of your colleagues and classmates.
Yes, I have goosebumps myself when I hear the most recent version of it.
And Doc Sio, what are your plans for Tulong Dunong in 2022 and going forward?
There have been a lot of challenges in the past 2 years, especially because many of our donors were also hit by the pandemic. But the kids and their families, they remain steadfast. They continue to believe that there's really going to be better times after, in the coming months. We are still working with or partnering with some of the benefactors that continue to give in spite of their own personal challenges, no? And we do hope that the programs, in terms of not just the tutoring, but the making sure that every scholar and their family will be taken care of by the community as a whole, for whatever resources that's available, then we will get by, and we always believe that God's love is going to be the savior, or what will allow us to pursue the better of society.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word and sharing with us this new version of Bumaba Ka Sa Bundok and the advocacy and of Tulong Dunong. Art Rodrigo and Doctor Sio Marquez.